Niv,
Hi, Scoop.
what's going on?
Oh my gosh, what a busy day you caught me on. I started an entertainment company called ATE, All Things Entertainment.
Hmm.
And the first artist I'm working with, we're doing his first photo shoot today
Sure.
outside in 97-degree weather. And that's what I'm here in the midst of. About to set up this first scene and of my creative concept. So I'm
Well, I like
excited.
it. Thank you for taking some time for little old me.
Man, thank you for having little old me on your IG live. Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened.
It's all good. You could
Is
have
it
been
better
anywhere
now?
in the
It's better
world.
now.
Yeah,
It's working now.
you know what? It was both of us. It was you, it was me. I turned the Wi-Fi on. I think we're good now.
Yay, it is. It's not messing up.
We winning. We winning. What's going on? You told me that
Yay.
you were out in 97-degree weather right now.
Yes, I'm having my artist's first photo shoot. His name's MLB Major. The first artist I'm working with on my entertainment
Hmm.
agency. And it's a passion of mine to be involved or have a hand in entertainment, from
Right.
acting to production to arts in general across the board. And this is me starting that journey. And so we're out here with, I have a concept with that tells his story and his music. A part of
Hmm.
it, I'm really big on visual expression matching up with your sound. So the shoot is important to me. So I can't wait to get it done and then see how it comes out. But yeah, we're here now and they're getting prepared because it's like this first scene is like his crew, so it's a bunch of them. But
Tell me,
anyway,
tell me something.
yes.
The biggest transition, because I'm seeing certain artists doing it, the management side, the production side, the behind the scenes side. What's the biggest difference for you being the talent,
Mm-hmm.
now being the right hand man or woman to the talent?
Yeah.
Do you get flashbacks?
Absolutely. But I'm also coming with a certain level of understanding. So the artists I work with, I believe, will have a more willingness to trust my guidance or what I'm saying, and based off them knowing I've been in that position, I'm still an artist, so I think better how to deal with an artist. So I it's two different modes for me though. I was just talking about this with my best friend. Shout out to Zoe. We who I do my radio show with. But I was just discussing how my business head hat is so different from the artist one. Because then when I'm in
Mhm.
artist mode, I seek that guidance. I seek to be overlooked and managed. Versus when I'm in that other role, I take on that,
Sure.
and I love it.
Tell me something.
It's a big difference though. They're
I
definitely
would
two different jobs.
I would imagine. I would imagine you are on a set in 97-degree weather.
Yes, try not to sweat, y'all. But it's hot. I don't know what out here, but we
That
got to get it outside for the look I want and
that's
will do.
that is an arduous task. I like stories.
Mhm.
You to me, I remember being in high school, and I told you this when we met back in January at the Dep Week. Uh,
Mhm.
Don't mess with my girl, and the remix was on my Burn CD back in the day. Um,
That's what's
what?
up.
Tell
Yeah.
me, tell me what the music video set was like during Don't Mess with My Girl.
Dumbass, my man was it was dope because it was in Atlanta. I've only done a few videos, one in New York, one in LA, and two in Atlanta.
Hmm.
So when we did Don't Miss My Man, it was cool because it was like a car show. We did it at like this car spot here, and it was just a fun little vibe. We was dancing in a little car shop. It was cute, and it showed my little sassiness, but it was real playful. It was like a little car show, like in a parking lot. What we call down here parking lot pimping.
Of
And
course.
it was an easy shoot. It wasn't. It was different. It was a really like me in the cars type of thing as a prop. So it was a real. That was like one of my easiest videos actually. Everything else was a little more chaotic, I guess. Yeah, put that bitch over.
Laundromat.
Yeah, put that bitch
What
over
was
your
the
white
video
shirt.
set like?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yes.
You multitasking. You're being a businesswoman. You're
Absolutely.
reminiscing.
I said, you know what? My interview going down at the photo shoot. We just gonna have to we gonna have to see me working. So it's cool though.
Laundromat.
Laundromat. That was the one that was shot in New York.
Tell me about that set.
That set was cool because at the time it was like when R. Kelly was first going through all that drama,
Mm.
and so they were like, "Well, let's get Nick Cannon to be in the video," because at the time we were label mates, and I was glad to have Nick portray the character, and we did it, and it was fun. But I had some terrible weave. I'll never forget. I was mad about that. I was trying not to show my first engagement ring because I was engaged to Wayne at the time, and it was interesting. It was a lot of frustration with that. The bubbles in the laundromat, like the girls pushing me in the car, I kept falling into the car, so I had bruises all on my thighs. But it was fun. I think the best part about it was sitting up there on the phone, like chewing gum, and like it was nostalgic of like an old school like laundromat thing. So it was fun. I liked it, but it was
How
work.
how many packs of gum did you go through in that music video?
I don't know. It was just a couple pieces. We got that shot. I think it's easy for a southern girl to chew some gum and tore her hair on the phone. So we got that
No,
shot pretty quick. Oh, and that the part in the bushes, that was funny. When I had to act
no.
like I was stalking my dude, about to
Mm-hmm.
fight this girl he was seeing. That was funny.
I know it. Tell me
That's good.
something.
That took me down memory lane.
Of course. Listen, you got to respect the past to appreciate
That's
the
right.
present, right?
Right.
If you had the chance to take one song, one single that you did not make a music video for, what would it be?
If okay, broke up right when you said the song I did that what?
If you had the chance to take a single that you did that was
Hmm.
not made into a music video, what would it be?
Oh, complicated. But complicated technically wasn't a single. It was supposed to be after okay, but I was out of the game. So, but if we had to move forward, I would have loved to done a video to complicated with the whole theme of the song with the rain in the beginning and everything. I really wanted to put a visual to that. I always have.
You got people in the comments saying complicated, so I guess it's unanimous there.
I didn't even. I hate that I never look down to see what people are saying. Thank
You
y'all.
better.
So lame. I haven't been looking at any other comments. Thank you guys. I love y'all. I'm not even looking. Thank you.
So
We about to
when
get.
I what
I'm
you
sorry.
say?
I was saying I'm about to get out of the car in a minute
No
to
problem.
start. So we might hear me outside in a minute.
No problem. Listen, when you came out with "Don't Mess with My Girl,"
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, Lucy Pearl came out with a song similarly. "Don't Mess with My Man," right?
On my lamp. You know what? I think so.
It was like
I can't
maybe a
remember.
year or two apart.
I don't remember.
You don't?
I love Lucy Burrow, but I don't. I remember I want to dance tonight. I remember that, but I don't remember.
To
I don't
me, it
know.
was always complicated because I remember when I was in high school, this is when everybody was burning CDs. And so you made a list of all the CDs you wanted, like 10, it had to be 72 minutes or 70, 74, 75, I couldn't remember. And I remember I put Don't Mess With My Girl, but they put Lucy Pearl on instead of your track.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, hey, mistakes happen. Well, at least I'm mixed up with some great ones, so
There
I'll
you
take
go.
it.
There you go. For me, you performed in an era that to me just was an influx of just talented women. Who in your era were you actually a fan of that you listened to and you enjoyed
Oh,
hearing?
Aaliyah, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans. I have a long list. Nicole Ray, Tweet. Oh my God, SWV, Escape. I mean, there's a long Brandy. God, the God of vocals, as we
Uh,
call it, the vocal Bible. But there are many greats, which is why I feel like there's such a splurge or birth of so many now because it's the product of all of that exists that is still timeless today that inspires so many. So I'm no
No,
different.
no.
I listened to many artists growing up, and while I was doing my thing in the beginning as well. So yeah.
What are some of your favorite Aaliyah songs?
Um, No one, no one on her first album. No
For sure.
one knows how to love me. Something
Say
like
it, girl.
like the way you do. No one knows something like that. I love 4 Page Letter, of course, and
Sure.
one of my favorite videos is Resolution though.
Need
Resolution
a
is
resolution.
everything. We
Hmm.
need a resolution. Is a life to me. And I love, of course, I just was a really, really big Aaliyah fan and TFC. Shout out to Rest in Peace, Left Eye. Oh my God, one of my favorite rappers. But yeah, I
Hmm.
was heavily influenced. I still am by lots of music across the genres. I listen to a lot of classic rock. People don't know that Rockhead.
How did your background in church prepare you for the industry stylistically?
Well, I feel like gospel is the birth of all music. And however, I did not sing at church because I thought the kids couldn't sing, so I didn't want to sing with them. And and I was very shy anyway. I never really wanted to be a singer. I never wanted to sing for anyone. I sung to myself. I didn't even sing for my parents. They would just have to catch me. But it prepared me. It's I guess just being spiritual and
Sure.
knowing how to be caught in a song and how to express yourself through song. I think that gave me that base, that core lesson of what you need to get into when you're trying to be a soulful singer, or especially pursuing R&B music. So yeah, I think that's kind of like the root for most of us.
No,
R&B
that's
singers
real.
is church.
That's real.
So it's not uncommon.
I'm curious for you.
You're
Who
curious.
who is your yeah? Who is your go? What is your go-to song to sing in the shower?
Oh my God, Amel LaRue.
Really?
Um, love me, say you do. Uh, let me. Oh, Wild is the Wind. Wild is the Wind by Amel LaRue.
Huh.
Or I'll sing. You look at me and see. Mariah Carey. Looking in. That used to
Mm-hmm.
be my audition song. I started looking in for so many executives and offices. I was singing looking in a cappella to let them hear that I could really sing and I had range and different vocal techniques. Because Mariah is my biggest vocal
For
inspiration.
sure.
My influences and what are my go-to? I love those questions, by the way. Like my
And then we
shower
start.
song.
Yeah, you were telling me about your shower song. You were telling me about gospel music and how them kids couldn't touch you. You was like MC Hammer can't touch
I
you.
didn't say they could. I didn't say they couldn't touch me. I just said I was like, Mama, you ain't get me to go up there. I was just like so refusing to sing in the kids' choir. I just didn't really, honestly, what it really was I was just shy. I didn't want anybody to know I could sing. I didn't want to sing for anyone, and that's all it really was. I wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready, as Kevin Hart would
She
say.
was not ready.
Who in gospel music and all me coming from a basketball world where I often ask players like their starting five, their favorite players, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, what have you. If you had to name your starting five in gospel music, who would they be?
I have an interesting five. It will be Mahalia Jackson, Shirley Caesar, and
Hmm.
the Canton Spirituals is a group, and
Oh yeah.
also, gosh, this is Al Green. Actually, my mom and her choir sung with him, and when he performed in Atlanta, because he did a gospel record at one point, and so I would have to say those are the top.
Nivea.
But the range is everywhere. Like we listen to not just one type of gospel. We
Sure.
listen to different, artists. So I don't know. It would be hard. It's been so long. I'm one of my personal favorites as an adult of all time. Period
Hmm.
is Kim Burrell.
Of course. The
Kim
Burrell sisters.
Burrell is the truth with all capital letters.
Yeah.
And she's quite incredibly exquisite with her talent. It's amazing, and she's definitely one of my personal. I like listen to her like as for vocal training. Like I'll sing one of her songs as an exercise.
I would imagine Mariah Carey would be that exercise blueprint too.
Of course, that's what I told you. That was one of my biggest, like kind of like how I blueprinted. I would say it was a mixture of Aaliyah and Mary J. meets Mariah Carey, and now you got Nivea.
Word.
Yeah.
So you said something. You segued perfectly. If this music thing doesn't work out, I think you should think about the news because you segued perfectly. You said the key phrase, "Been so long." You know where I'm going with this?
Oh yes, danger.
Get on the floor.
You know that was hey. I am so grateful for that song, and it still sounds good today. Can you believe it?
It's timeless.
I'm so it was such a happenstance. I was just signed to the label. They was like throw Nivea on there. I did it, and it was just kind of chosen as he was getting high off a Shake It Fast, like by DJs. They was playing Danger in the clubs and stuff. It was like being requested, and they was like, "We got to shoot a video," and it was my first video ever as a featured artist, and
Right.
it just blew up. It was great. It was great for the experience, but it didn't necessarily help, I guess, when I released "Don't Mess with the Radio," which was my first single off of with Jive Records,
Hmm.
because people didn't attach that that was the same girl. So
Yeah,
it
I can
didn't
see
really
that
work.
though.
I was an urban artist, but the world received me as pop R&B, pop mostly at first. So they didn't tie why would she even be attached to mystical. Like nobody even got it till years later when urban radio kind of finally started embracing me, which my music has always been urban. So go figure. But I was very pop as well. So the times have changed now, but then I wasn't necessarily received very well from the urban crowd, if you know what I mean.
Where would your style
So
of
that
music?
didn't really.
No, ladies
I'm
first.
sorry. Go ahead.
You were still talking.
I was still talking about the same thing. Go. I want to hear what you was about to say.
Your style of music to me, the way you sing, the way you maneuver to me fits more in this era than it did last
Really?
era, in my opinion. Oh,
That is interesting. I never thought that or heard nobody say that.
or maybe I say you fit. I feel like you fit better in this era than you would last era.
I do too. Ironically, to be for it not to be necessarily my era,
Hmm.
or crowd, I guess. But we about to see because I'm definitely doing more music. So we'll
Tell me
see.
about your
Hopefully, I
next
fit.
work.
Okay, well, right now I'm really preparing myself, getting my body right and stuff, so I can do some visuals for some of the records off of Mirrors that I released last year.
Hmm.
But as well as that, I'm working on new music. I'm navigating towards a writing career, so I want to write for other artists because I'm a songwriter.
Hmm.
But I have a record in mind. I really, 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 really am dying to put out called it's a remake James Brown, A Man's World. Of course, it'll be titled for me A Woman's World. And shout out to produced by whatever he did this awesome track that kept the integrity of the record, but it sounds new, and I can't wait to do that. I
No,
cannot
that's
wait to
real.
do that. So,
That's real.
it's a couple records. I'm really just now starting because I'm trying to do so much right now. I'm, not pushing new music like that, but I'm definitely going in and out of the studio. So maybe before the year's out,
Who is an artist in today's era that you would it would be a dream to work with?
Lucky Day
Hmm.
or her
Yeah.
or Lil Baby. I
Look,
love Lil
yo,
Baby.
the younger kids love Lil
I
Baby.
love Lil Uzi too. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of hip hop I'm actually into over R&B, ironically.
Hmm.
But a lot of hip hop has gotten so melodic now, and them the type of beats I be wanting to dang on sing on. But a lot of producers won't give a R&B singer a track like that because they'll think you want something slow. And I'm like, no, I write like I used to rap. So my songwriting style is like rapping. I'm just singing it. So I would rather have a beat that's super hip hop that you would think a rapper would want because that's where my inspiration comes to write. I'm gonna write a song on top of that, but my style is so I'm like the rainbow man. I'm like a little bit of everything. So it's like which way the wind blows that day.
For sure, for sure. And I think you
And
kind of,
that's just kind of how I've always been. But I'm
yeah,
grateful to still be appreciated, to even have the opportunity to do music after all these years. So it's a blessing. I thank God for it. I just want to be used. Let God use me for whatever it is to touch somebody else, and I know that's what it's all about. So that's all I want to do.
that's it. That's it. Someone said in the comments they disagree that when I said that
Disagree with what?
with when I said that I felt like you would be better in this era, and they felt that a lot of people are not. I'm paraphrasing, but basically they're not stylistic or more fundamentally sound, and that was part of the reason why I think you fit this era because you stand out. Sometimes I think when you
Oh,
are
I kind of get both points of views. I think that I didn't necessarily think I was fit for this era too, but it made me also feel like I was, because it would, like you just said, add another different element to it.
sure,
It's like it would be familiar but new at the
hmm
same time. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. I mean, I hope that I get support. It's something innate. I don't think I'll ever stop doing music.
sure,
So we'll see what happens.
that's real. That's real. Growing up,
So absolutely, I'm about to get back out here and into this heat and finish it.
handle your business. Handle your business. We will
Absolutely.
talk
Thank
soon.
you, Scoop, for having me.
My pleasure. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. Take care, Scoop. See you soon.
You too, man.
Stay
Bye.
safe.